Hello and welcome to your SQL tutorial series. Okay, today we are going to talk about aggregate function. Okay, aggregate functions allow us to perform calculation on multiple data and return a single value. That's why they are called aggregate function. Those aggregate functions are your average, your count, your sum, your minimum, and maximum. So in today's video, we are going to learn how to use aggregate function on their own with group by and having statements. Let's get started. Okay, welcome. Right now, we have our SQL opened, and then we are going to work with the database called SQL HR. And so far, you can see we have all these details in our employees table. We have employee ID, we have our first name, last name, job title, we have salary, reports, and office ID. So, like I said, we are going to work on aggregate functions, and then some of the functions, they are your average, your count, your sum, minimum, maximum. So let's talk about average. Okay, so like I said, in this video, we are going to learn how to use aggregate function on their own with group by and having statements. So now let's get to the example. Let's get the average salary paid to the employee. Okay, now we have our salary here. This is our column for the salary. Now we have our employee. This is the table. Then we have the job title of each of the employees. So now let's get the average salary. Okay, so that is the question. Now to achieve that, remember we have to use select average. Okay, and then average is a function. So we have to indicate salary. Okay, and from which table? That's from employee. So this is it. Now, this is the syntax. Now, this is what will give us the average salary paid to the employees. So now let's execute it. Now, this is how we use average function in our aggregates. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Now, let's get the average salary of account executive. Okay, we have in the job title, we have account executive. So now let's get the average salary of account executive. So now to achieve that, we use, is already here, we use our average salary from employee. Now we have to use our where clause, where job underscore title, okay, is equals to, we have to create our quote, account, okay, executive. Then you close the quote. Now this is it. Let's execute it. Okay, as you can see, we have 62,871. So now this is the average salary of account executive. Aggregate function is very powerful. It can be used on its own or it can be used with our where clause. So right now we've achieved getting the average salary of account executive from our job title column in employee table. So that's it. Let's talk about how to use average function with group by and having clause, okay? You can get the average number of entries in rows in a particular column with group by clause and having statements. So this means you have to combine those two with average function. Okay, now let's try some example. So we have to use select job title. Okay, we give it a comma, then average. Average is a function. So we choose our average and then salary. Okay, so from our table called employee, this is our table. So we have to group by group by what? So we are grouping by our job underscore title. So now let me explain this. So now what it means is that we need the average salary of employee grouped by their job title. Simple. Now let's execute it. That is it. So now we have the job title and we have the average salary of each job title of the employee. Thank you. We can also get the average salary of executive secretary from our job title in our employee table by using having statements. Now let's try that. So we are going to start with select job underscore title, okay, comma, then average, okay, is a function, so salary from employee. Okay, then group by what? We are grouping by job title, comma, then having job underscore title equals to, so we are looking for executive secretary. Then we close it. So that's it. So in summary, what we need now is we need the average salary of our executive secretary. Okay, it should be grouped by our job title. Let's execute it. Okay, that is it. So in summary, the executive secretary average salary, that's almost 63,000. Okay, so we have 63,000 plus. Okay, so that's it. That's all for today. So watch out for our next video. We are going to talk about how to use our counts function and how to use our maximum and minimum. So how to use group by and having. So on the next episode of video, so we are going to talk much about that. So this is the first episode. Please kindly subscribe so you can be notified when we upload the next video. Thank you. And if you have any question, please kindly make a comment. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more videos. Thank you.